Foligno going to Columbus with you? And yes, is he
He's
good?
going to Columbus.
Okay.
I anticipate him being ready to play tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be my take based on practice, but we'll see for sure tomorrow.
I assume with Spencer it was just the rest day?
Yeah, I mean, it's rest day, yep.
Okay.
He said he was going to tear up the locker room if you didn't let him play.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
What have you seen from Blashill now that he's been doing these individual practices for a few days?
I don't know really. It's about maybe what I've seen. Like we go in and we kind of look at what they've done and stuff like that. It's just there's a lot of little technique things that you don't get enough time to really focus on when you're playing every other night or every night. And so I think it's a more of a foundation building. Kind of rebuild that foundation. It's given us a chance to look at some stuff off the ice in terms of where his body's at physically from a power standpoint. We're going to readdress a couple things that way to help give him more endurance within his shift. The areas that we're focusing on, he's working on. And to say that we have a miracle cure in 2 days is not reality. This is something that really is going to build through when we come back. As much as we can over the course of the last month in time, and then certainly this summer it's going to be huge.
He had said he was going to go to Florida for the break. Is that still the plan? Or
I believe so, yeah. I mean, they have the break, and we can't, they actually can't skate here, to be honest with you. That's not allowed at all. So he will be away here during the break, which is good too. He needs like a lot of our guys, especially our young guys, they probably need a break, as long as it doesn't start before tomorrow.
What are you going to do during the break?
I am going to Tampa to see my family. My family, my two youngest and my wife are in Tampa, and actually my oldest is there for a day as well. So I'll get a chance to see them and watch some youth hockey and be a youth hockey dad.
Is it especially important to put up a good effort this time, whether you win or lose tomorrow, but just so that you go into the break feeling good about what you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, my take on these is you always, if you play well, you feel good about it. There's no doubt. But I can't say it's any. It's an important game, and it's every game to me is that way, and we kind of approach every game as being super important, and then we learn from it and move on to the next one. So what you can't do is, these are always, it's like Christmas a little bit. You can't go and break early. You gotta make sure that you're ready to compete for this game, and we got plenty of time off.
Are you nervous at all about the break and like losing what you've built so far, or do you feel good about like what's been built and how it has some sticking power? Yeah,
I think I feel good about certain parts of our, certainly our foundation. I think our culture for sure, and that has sticking power. But I would also say I actually look forward, not necessarily like we're all going to enjoy the break, but when we come back, we also get a mini training camp. And to me, that's a real powerful thing for a group of young players, and especially because of the fact that we don't have a whole bunch of guys that aren't going to be here at the that would have been at the Olympics. We're only missing one, so we can really have some real good practices during that stretch to get us ready for the home stretch here.
Do you make adjustments during the training camp?
If we want to adjust or tweak anything, and we've talked about things, that's when we would do it. It's hard to do it during the season when you don't have practice time. So we've looked at, I don't know that I'd change a system per se. We talked about if there's something that we just didn't like, but it's probably going to be more little tweaks. But we'll look at some little tweaks over the course of the break ourselves as a coaching staff and come back with a plan.
Is there an advantage when you're game planning playing a team so close after just seeing them?
I don't know that it's an advantage per se because they have the same thing. So you're on equal footing. What I would say is it's. I don't even know if it's unique. It doesn't happen a lot. So it makes probably our jobs easier because you're really just focused on the previous game that you played them as opposed to like 3 or 4 pre-scout games. But there's a familiarity with the two teams now, and so you kind of go out and play hockey. So I wouldn't call it an advantage or disadvantage, just a little bit unique.
Looked like Oliver Moore and Brian Green flipped spots in the lineup. What went into that decision?
I thought, both are good players. Both have had ups and downs. I thought Ollie played pretty well last night. Greener had moments of good, and there's some learning moments in there. So we flipped that.
What do you see from Moore as far as like the kind of player you want him? I know you mentioned Yanni Gourde as kind of an example. Like, what do you see for Oliver's ceiling?
Yeah, and the one thing I don't want to do is put a limit on his ceiling because none of us know. None of us know what he's going to be, and I never want to project anybody one way or the other, because like they get to answer that question on a day-to-day basis as they move through their careers. And I've watched guys get exponentially better because they work so hard at things, and he's a guy like that. So I'm not sure what he's going to be exactly. I definitely think his speed, tenacity, with skill is in a good brain. Those are qualities that he has that are going to be applied in some fashion. Is he going to be a momentum type line guy? Is he going to be a top 2 line guy? I don't know those answers yet. But as he keeps playing, we'll keep figuring it out. And we're not going to know for a little bit. Like there's moments that when you're a first year player, there's moments where the reality is you're a little bit surviving. You know what I mean? And it's why most guys outside of the crazy elite guys, it takes a couple of years to get comfortable. And it's just like any job you guys have been in. You're usually better at it once you get more comfortable.
Do you watch any of the Olympics?
Do I watch the Olympics? I will watch for sure as much as I can. I'll watch for sure. It's great hockey, and I'll be cheering hard for the U.S.
Being back on the ice, being able to be able to play tomorrow?
Yeah, I hope so. I had obviously talked to the docs and trainers, but I have every intention of playing. So it sucks. I mean, it's just a little nagging thing that came up, but luckily was able to get it fixed up pretty quick. So that's a good sign.
How important is it for you guys have a last game, have some positive things, especially after last night?
That was huge. I love the way we attacked the game. That was the big thing for me. I just thought we were a 5-man unit everywhere on the ice, and even when they made their push, we still found ways to answer. I think it helped our confidence, scoring 6 goals, and obviously one line had a big night, but I thought everyone contributed in a way to win, and I think that's the recipe that we need to have going into this last game.
Being able to come back after Columbus took care of you.
Yeah, it's always special. It's nice to go back. I mean, I always consider that place home. I kind of grew up there, 10 years of becoming the player that I am today, and I have so many great memories, the people, the organization, the place. So anytime I get the chance to play back there, it's a special feeling. And but I'm looking forward to going in there, and we got a job to do, obviously, to feel good on the right note going into this break, and knowing that we're right there. We just got to find our game.
What are you going to do during the break? What's your big plans?
Oh, man, you got to hear it. It's crazy. I am a father watching my kids' playoffs. That's what I'm doing. My boys' playoffs is taking precedent over me going somewhere warm, so I want them to know how much I love them. And so we'll be here, a little bit in and out, but mostly here for playoffs, which I'm excited to just be a dad and be home and be present. And I'll feel pretty crappy when I get back and everyone's got a nice tan and I don't, but that'll be, hopefully I got some championship trophies to show them.
So what are you like as a parent watching? I mean, do you scream?
Oh, I'm
yell?
screaming, yeah. I'm usually the one banging on the glass. I got kicked out. No, just kidding. No, I love it. I mean, listen, it's probably the coolest thing to watch your kids play the game that you love and see how much they enjoy it and watch them go through all the things that you remember going through as a kid. And so it's fun. It's fun to just be a hockey dad and enjoy that time with them. And those are the things you cherish for sure.
Got any Olympic predictions?
No, but I just love the I just love the Olympic Games. Honestly, I enjoy like all the other sports. I'll watch the hockey, obviously, but I love the bobsled. I love the ski jumping, even the skiing, like the slaloms. And, so there's so many events that I'm pumped for. Curling, I enjoy that too. So yeah, I'll be tuning in. I really enjoy the Olympics, especially the Winter Olympics.
Would you ever do skeleton yourself?
Never in my life. That's the head first one, right? Yeah. No. That one, I'll go with a bobsled team. Like, I would love to do that with the boys, but no chance am I going down that thing head first. No chance.
If you weren't playing hockey, what sport would you play in the Olympics?
What's that one where you like ski and then you got to shoot something? That's sweet. That's kind of cool. But I think I'd probably be like a bobsledder. I think that'd be sweet. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Scary as hell, but I loved cool runnings as a kid, so.